Good morning, this is Airpost Creations 2021. This is my Shaman Oracle reading for this new week. Today we have Thursday, and today I like to finish up the weekly reading for Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces. This reading is for Pisces. Welcome, Pisces. We start with the Moonology card, and that one is the fixed moon. And a fixed moon is about holding on your vision. There are two main possibilities with this card. The first is that you need to stand firm in whatever situation you find yourself in. And the second is very different interpretation is that something might be or is stuck. That could well be referring to the situation you are asking about. And if that is the case, have a thought about what you can do to grease the wheels so that events move forward again. Maybe you are a bit stubborn, and if so, that is because you really want things to change and there is a solution. So stop digging your heels in. Be the one to break a deadlock. With two interpretations for this card, it is up to you to decide what is going on and which meaning applies to you. This offers up a chance for some self-reflection. Attune to the moon and say yes. Just say the word a lot, namely yes, and see how that feels. Additional meanings for the card are staying power, faith or patience are now needed. Someone needs to back down, avoid stagnation, and a personal or a professional relationship will be enduring. The teaching here is that in astrology there are three quadruplicities: cardinal, fixed, and mutable. And the fixed signs, they are Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius. The fixed signs, they can be a bit stubborn, so anything that is just starting as you get the card may well last longer. Always remember, we each have all the star signs in our chart. It is just the way the astrological wheel works. So there is no judgment when we say that while it is admirable how much staying power the fixed signs have, they can also be a bit obstinate. Now we come to the Nature's Whispers card. That one is Leap of Faith. See this as a chance to create something wonderful. You are in a transition period where you need to draw on your faith, intuition, and knowledge, and then take the leap. You will not fail. You have a safety net of support in place. You will overcome your fear and you will find a beautiful outcome that is on the horizon waiting for you. This leap of faith is the best course of action at this time. So if you do make a mistake, you have the ability to try again and to learn from what did not work the first time. All signs indicate that if you just trust, then you will succeed. So jump head first into the void of the unknown. Even if you eventually might fall, for a while you will soar. The angel guide card is Composure, telling you to take time to gather your thoughts and your energies, because there is a great chance that you are experiencing a build-up of frustration and annoyance at this time. You are a passionate, loving, and joyful being, but at the same time you do not want to be taken for granted or underestimated. The warrior within you wants to rise up and fight, or at least prove your skills, talents, and your worth, but getting the card indicates that right now you are not going to be respected or heard in the way that you deserve. Angel wisdom is guiding you to retreat, reflect, and compose yourself before you are proceeding further. So take some time to ask your angels and your guides to help you compose your thoughts and your energy. Know that the divine hand of God is upon the situation and everyone involved, and there is no need to worry about anyone's karma but your own. Just retreat, refuel, and regain your composure. There is an extended message. The card encourages you to step into the energy of equanimity. Equanimity is a Zen-like state in which you refrain from reacting to a situation. Right now, the angels of pure divine light, they are helping you to feel guarded and guided, and they are encouraging you to recognize that you have an incredible force of love within you. The Priestess of Light card is Sacred Purpose. It is about the eternal flame and the ancestral legacy. The Priestess of the Holy Fire is bringing you an important message about your sacred purpose. She is holding the spark of the eternal flame in her hand and bearing witness to the light of antiquity that lives in each of us. So this eternal flame represents your soul presence through time, but it is not limited to your own experience. It extends throughout your personal lineage, going back to your ancient ancestors and moving forward to the descendants yet to come. Your ancestors, they are calling you home. The energy pulses through your veins in your DNA, and their histories, they vibrate in the long heritage that has come together to create the person you are at this moment. This is your cultural, spiritual, and your family past, reminding you that it is important to honor your ancestors and consider the value they have brought to your life. Also be conscious of the energy you are perpetuating in the cultural, spiritual, and familiar legacy you are leaving behind. Your sacred purpose is calling you to honor the holy fire in your own soul. ancient priestesses, they would tend to the sacred flame, thereby keeping balance among the elemental kingdoms of the earth, the air, the fire, and the water. In fact, you may have had important past lives in such societies, perhaps even as a priest or a priestess with this high intention. Know that the purpose of balancing the energy in your life and in the world still resonates within you. It is up to you to hold all that is sacred as your charge and your responsibility. The ancestors, they are calling you to restore balance to Mother Earth once again. You can say this affirmation: I honor the eternal flame within me, and I value my ancestral heritage, and I perpetuate the sacred energy for those yet to come. The sacred forest card is the Willow spirit, relating to flexibility. At the edge of the forest pond grows a large willow. Her branches, they dip lightly into the waters, and as the wind rises, her elegant boughs, they sway to and fro like a mystic dancer, and her dangling leaves, they whisper across the water in lacy designs. The card encourages you to be flexible in your life and to be willing to bend and sometimes even to yield. There is power in doing this as a choice rather than as an overtaking of your will. Even though there are times to stand strong, sometimes the greater thing is to go around a situation rather than face it head on. By being adaptable, you can succeed, whereas someone who is more rigid may not succeed. In rough winds, a strong oak tree may break, while the willow tree can bend without even snapping. So adjust to life rather than fight life. Surrender to the process. As the willow can weather any storms, so can you as well weather life challenges. There are many legends regarding the willow tree. It often has associations with the gods and the goddesses, such as Hecate, Artemis, and Mercury. In ancient Athens, it was a practice of the priests of Asclepius to place willow branches in temples in the belief that it would draw some mystical healing. The willow was also sacred to the poets, for the sound of the wind through the willow was thought to influence poetic expression. And in Celtic traditions, the willow has always been known as the tree of dreaming, of inspiration, and of enchantment. The spirit of the willow says to you, be flexible in your life and be willing to bend rather than to break. Be open to change and you will flourish in wondrous ways. And the last card is from the Sacred Destiny deck. Out came security. Security here is about the fire-lit cave. In ancient times, our forebears, they took refuge in caves. It was there that they could seek shelter from all the weather conditions and so be protected from predators and enemies as well. The cave offered a safe place to prepare the food, to sleep, to heal, and to build communities. Caves, they were also the places where sacred spiritual ceremonies could occur, evidenced by cave drawings and altars that had been built along the ledges. Symbolically, caves, they often represented a sacred pathway to the underworld, the divine womb of Mother Earth, and the sacred heart. Also, caves can be energy portals for the shamans or other spiritual explorers. The sacred landscape wants you to know that you are safe and you are protected. No matter what is occurring in your life, you are in safe hands. Those in the realm of spirit, they are watching over you, and so you can relax and you can let go. Once you have taken measures to protect yourself and those you love, such as making sure everyone has their seatbelt on in the car and making sure that your insurance is paid on time, or you might replace the filter on your heating unit, then you can let go. If you have been hypervigilant lately, then just take a break and relax and know that all is well. You can turn it all over to the Creator. That was the reading for you, Pisces. I thank you very much for listening. I wish you a most beautiful day today and a most beautiful rest of this week. I'm sending love out. Take care and goodbye.